One of the most asked questions I get from women as I travel across the country is, Audrey, how can I get people to take me seriously? I feel like I have no credibility at work. So I've spent several decades looking at how women talk, their linguistic patterns, and how they behave non-verbally. And what are the things that we do, that we incorporate in our communication that might ding our credibility? One of those linguistic patterns are qualifiers. And qualifiers sound like this. Well, no, or I was thinking we could leave at 2 p.m. It's time to go, I guess. It seems to me that this is a good idea. I wonder if we should pursue that contract. So what kind of function do qualifiers serve? And I want to add this caveat before we begin, which is often embedded in the qualifier as a disclaimer. Women incorporate very complicated communication patterns. So let's take a look at some of the different types of qualifiers and how they function in communication and how they can hurt and pull the rug out from underneath our credibility. The first one is suspending judgment. Well, what's the function of that? It's to ward off any emotional judgment. So I know you've been upset about this in the past, but I was thinking, I don't want to get you angry, but I thought trying to get people to suspend judgment. The second is cognitive disclaimers. Now, what's the function of that? To avoid disbelief or suspicions of poor judgment. This one, I got to tell you, I used to get this a lot in my college teaching years from co-eds, because they are what? In college, not only to go to school, but they're also dating and maybe looking for a husband. So I often see women dumbing themselves down in these cognitive disclaimers. Sounds like this. I don't know. This might sound stupid, but I was thinking, here's a second role play. This probably won't make any sense to you, but I was thinking, so when we hear this, we go, well, if you think this is stupid, why are you sharing it with me? I don't want to hear stupid things. So this is the cognitive disclaimer. Let's go to another one. Another qualifier is the credentialing. What does credentialing mean? The function is that you try to identify special attributes of the speaker when the anticipated reaction from them might be a negative. So I heard a woman say one time when her American organization was trying to do a big contract with a Japanese company, she said, well, some of my closest contacts are Japanese, but so trying to credential, trying to add to her credibility, but still at the same time eroding it. And then finally, there's the hedging function. This is when she is not adamant enough about her point. Well, I could be wrong about this, but, or I know I don't have the experience you have, but I thought maybe no. You simply say, I think this is the approach we should take. This is what will work. So some people say and make the argument that these qualifiers with the disclaimers embedded in them could be viewed as verbal strategies to mitigate possible negative reactions to what a woman says. She's afraid of conflict. She doesn't want to rock the boat. So when women need to take a firm stand, when they feel strongly about a point, she should not use any of these disclaimers or qualifiers. It just simply erodes her credibility.